What's good, people? I'm back. Yeah, I know the thumbnail is a bit clickbaity and all that and bullshit, but I don't really give a shit. It's today I'm gonna be giving my predictions for UFC Fight Night Murphy versus Evloev. A bit late, I know. Whatever. Don't really give a shit. Uh, yeah, I'm on the fucking Tapology page right now, dude. So yeah, let's just get straight into it, dude. I'm not gonna waste much time. Uh, so first fight on the fucking card in the prelims, Melissa Mullins versus Luana Carolina. Now, as for this matchup, Luana is the favorite to win. Melissa is older by 2 years. Blah 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 blah. It's a fucking it's a 135 fight, whatever. Listen to it. Flip a coin. Just flip a fucking coin. I don't give a shit. Uh, I'm picking Melissa Mullins. Why? Because bedtime picked Melissa Mullins. That's legit. That's literally why I'm picking Melissa Mullins. I could not give less of a shit, dude. Listen, Melissa Mullins, she's a grappler. Luana Carolina, she's a volume striker. I think at 135, Luana Carolina, I think she's gonna get like it's gonna be like a close, maybe split, like women's MMA split decision. They give the two judges score. One judge scores on damage, two judges score on control time, and Melissa Mullins fucking wins the fight. Whatever. It's gonna be boring as fuck, probably. I'm picking Melissa Mullins by decision. Next up, next fight on the prelims, we got two back-to-back women's MMA, dude. I could not give less of a shit. And two back-to-back English females as well. We got Chanel Dyer versus Ravina Oliveira. Chanel Dyer is like a massive favorite too, dude. She's like a massive favorite. Chanel Dyer, if you don't know, She lost on the contender series to Carol Foro. Carol Foro, she's decent. I could not give less of a shit. She has two fights. She won two fights in PFL. She had a couple fights in PFL. She had a fight in ASFC. But what's really causing me to pick her is that she has a lot of wins. She has a lot of amateur bouts, and she did lose to fucking Shauna Bannon in an amateur fight, but it's an amateur fight. Who gives a shit? And she'd probably beat Shauna Bannon too if I had to guess. And also, she's English, dude. Yeah, dude. She's from England. Ravina Oliveira, she's like I think 1-2 in the UFC. She's 0-2 in the UFC. Fuck. Stephanie Luciano, no shame in that. Tainara Lisboa. Who the fuck even is that? She has a couple good wins, whatever. But it's I just yeah, dude. This fight is actually at first I was like, yeah, no, who gives a fuck, dude? Chanel Dyer's probably gonna beat the fuck out of Ravina Oliveira. But the more I think about it, the closer this fight gets, and that's why I'm going to pick Chanel Dyer by decision. Probably gonna be a very close decision if I'm gonna guess. But once again, just flip a fucking coin, dude. But I can't pick someone who's 0-2 in the UFC, dude. I just can't. Next fight on the fucking card, we got Shamrock versus Abdul Karim El Salwadi. Now Abdul Karim El Salwadi, he's decent. He's 0-1 in the UFC, but he's decent. He did lose to Loic Radzabov. He lost to that guy. He beat. He has a couple decent wins. He beat George Hardwick in Contender Series and whatnot. Shamrock, he just lost his UFC debut to Nurolo Aliev. It was a pretty boring ass fight. Who gives a fuck? Yeah, I'm picking Shamrock by decision. I know I'm picking three back-to-back decisions, but I could not give less of a shit. I know Abdul Karim is the favorite and all that, but dude, you're fighting in London. He's taller. He has more reach. You know, it's a fuck. Like Abdul Karim Al Salwadi is a bit short for lightweight as well. So that's like my main thought process and all that. He's a bit. Listen, dude, you're losing to Loic Radzabov. Loic Radzabov did beat Esteban Ribovic, but Loic Radzabov also has some awful losses, and this guy lost to that guy. So I know I'm doing a lot of MMA math, but seriously, dude, who gives a shit? It's fucking Shamrock versus El Salwadi. I'm picking Shamrock by decision. if you want my breakdown on this fight, you're on the wrong fucking channel, dude. I'm not that hardcore to the point where I'm gonna be like, oh, oh my days, wait, fucking Shamrock. Shamrock, he's a genius. He fights so beautifully. Shut the fuck up, dude. I'm not fucking breaking down Shamrock versus Al Salvador. Next fight on the card, we got Louis Sutherland versus Brando Pericic. Now, Louis Sutherland, he is from Scotland, and that's why he's fighting on UFC London. But that just makes me pick him less. You know? Brando Pericic, he knocked out Elisha Ellison in the first round. He did lose one fight. He's like what fucking he's 5-1. He has a couple amateur bouts as well, two amateur bouts. You know, he has 100% finish rate. Louis Sutherland has like he's 10-4. He has more wins and all that, but it's just he's 0-1 in Bellator, 1-1 in PFL, and 0-1 in UFC. Not helping your case, bro. And he did get absolutely destroyed by Walter Walker. Let's not fucking forget that he did get absolutely destroyed by Walter Walker. It's just Brando Pericic, and also Louis Sutherland is not from the UK. He's Scottish. Louis Sutherland is from Scotland, so I don't know. He doesn't really have as much of a crowd advantage as I thought he did. So I'm gonna pick Brando Pericic by like maybe I'm thinking round 2 knockout, or maybe round 1, late round 1 or early round 2 knockout. Yeah, either late round 1 TKO or early round 2 TKO. I'm picking Brando Pericic. Yeah. Next fight on the fucking prelims, Antonio Trockley fucking Andrew Tate from Timu versus, I'm not even gonna fucking try to pronounce that, Mantas Kondratavichus. Yeah. What the fuck am I supposed to do with that? It's not even close, dude. You see Antonio Trockley, you see his opponent, you look at his opponent, you think, is his opponent an absolute bum? No. Yeah, let's move on. I'm picking whoever Antonio Trockley's opponent is by fucking round 1 knockout. Like, what am I even supposed to do? Yeah, dude, I'm picking Antonio Trockley. Like, literally nobody fucking picked Antonio Trockley. 4% of people picked Antonio Trockley on fucking Tapology, dude. 4%. That's just okay, dude. Let's just get this over with. Fucking Andrew Tate from Timu, he's probably gonna get knocked the fuck out. Kondratavichus, he has 100% finish rate. He knocks his opponents out. I'm picking Kondratavichus by round 1 knockout. Probably gonna be like a highlight reel KO if I had to guess. Next fight on the prelims, we got Mario Pinto versus Felipe Franco. Now Felipe Franco is, oh my fucking good. Can we just talk about Felipe Franco's nickname for a second? What the fuck is that? I just saw Felipe Franco's nickname. What the fuck is that, dude? I hope Bruce Buffer tries to pronounce this shit, or whoever's announcing. Felipe, his nickname, Franco. Yeah, let's just not try to. I'm not even gonna say his nickname, dude. Mario Pinto. He's like the best prospect. He did beat the fuck out of Jonathan Dennis, who I do rate pretty highly. And Felipe Franco is taking this fight on short notice. I'm picking Mario Pinto by round 2, maybe round 2 TKO. Yeah, TKO in the second round. Like, what the fuck do you want me to discuss? Felipe Franco. Oh, Felipe Franco's style is this. Felipe Franco, I think he did lose on Contender Series, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, he did lose on Contender Series to fucking Freddy Vidal. Yeah, I don't know what to fucking tell you, dude. Mario Pinto, he has the home crowd advantage. Like, Mario Pinto, unless he's fighting somebody that's ranked, I have zero doubt in my mind he's winning. Like, I have zero doubt in my mind that he's not winning, dude. Unless he's fighting Walter Walker. But like, unless it's that, like, and if you're giving him some unranked bum to fight, and he's taking this fight on short notice, and he lost on Contender Series, what do you want me to break down about this fight? What is there to break down about this fight? Mario Pinto is very well rounded. He has good striking. He has good grappling. He took Jonathan Dennis down, beat the fuck out of him. Felipe Franco, I don't even know what this guy even does. So I'm gonna pick Mario Pinto by round 2 TKO. Now this next fight, this real ones know this is a fucking banger. Either this is going to be an absolute fucking banger, is either this is going to be like a hood classic, this is going to be like one of the fights of all time, or this is going to be just fucking jabbing at range, jabbing and painting at range. It's gonna be one of these two. There's nothing in between. Uh, we got the next fight on the prelims, the people's main event, Nathaniel Wood versus Lucien Kiera. Now, at first, I think this fight is much closer than I originally thought it was. Now this is an absolute banger, dude. If you guys don't know Nathaniel Wood, he's like OG of the UFC. He's been in the game for a long time. He's 10-3 in the UFC. He just beat he just beat Jose Delgado. He didn't beat Delgado, dude. Delgado got fucking robbed. He did beat Morgan Charrier. He lost to Naimov. He has a couple wins. He has a couple decent wins. He lost to Casey Kenny, John Dodson, whatever. He's and if you guys and his opponent Lucien Kiera, Lucien the Black Panther Kiera. If you guys don't know, he's like he's Octagon's like face. He's the face of Octagon. He's Octagon's #1 champion. He's like 16-1. He has one loss, and that is due to a foot injury. He injured his foot in round 1, so ah he has one loss, and that's why foot injury. And he has 3 amateur bouts as well. So like he's like what? He's fucking 10-1 in the Octagon. He's 10-1 at Octagon. He should be like 10-11. I know, because I mean one fight he just injured his foot immediately. That one loss. So he hasn't even really lost yet. So and he has like fucking he has 63% of his wins by TKO. He has 38% of his wins by decision. He has no submissions whatsoever. I think this is going to be mostly stand-up fight. Nathaniel Wood may shoot a takedown or two here and there, but I think this is going to be like a stand-up fight. Either they're going to be feinting and jabbing at range, or they're going to go to absolute fucking war. You know, there's no in between. And I know Nathaniel Wood has the home crowd advantage. He's from the UK and all that. But I think Lucien Kiera, man, he really should be 16-0, because that one fight he injured his foot. And he's destroying motherfuckers out here. And actually, I thought he fought bums in Octagon, but if you look at the motherfuckers he's fighting, and he's a double champ at Octagon too. You know, he's not just a champ; he's a double champ. Let's look at his opponents' records. Carroll, whatever that guy's fucking name is, 9-3, 13-7, 39-7, 8-1, 5-1, 10-2, 10-2. 17-4, 16-1, 12-1, 21-8. Like these are good records, dude. These are the guys he's fought did have decent records. While Nathaniel Wood, he hasn't even really. He's technically on a fucking 3-fight winning streak. He should be on a 1-fight losing streak. He got dropped twice by Jose Delgado bad, and Jose Delgado just looked abysmal against Andre Philly, dude. He looked absolutely like shit. So, yeah, I'm picking Lucien Kiera by decision. Probably going to be like a 29-28 or maybe a 30-27. Probably going to be pretty close. I don't think anyone is going to really drop anyone. I don't think there will be any knockdowns in this fight. Either this is going to be and fucking like I said, dude. This is a hood classic. Real ones know this is the people's main event, dude. This is the people's main event. Anyways, headlining the prelims, the final fight on the prelims, we got Mason Jones versus Axel Sola. Now, if you guys don't know Mason Jones, he's literally the fucking GOAT. Whatever. Now, he's 3-2 in the UFC. He used to be in the UFC back in the day. He lost to Mike. He has 2 losses. Both of them are in the UFC. He lost to Mike Davis back in the day in 2020, in 2021. He did lose to Ludovic Klein, who is pretty decent. He beat David Onama, dude. He was on a really big winning streak. He was the fucking Cage Warriors champion. He got a couple of fights. He got cut from the UFC. He got a couple of fights in Cage Warriors, and now he's back. He beat Jeremy Stephens. He knocked out Bolaji Oki, and Bolaji Oki, he Loki isn't that bad. Bolaji Oki, if I'm not wrong, he he dropped his last opponent, right? He just dropped whoever he fought. He dropped Manuel Sosa in the first round, dude. Manuel and Axel Sola, I know he absolutely if Axel Sola, he's French. He's like this big guy from Aries FC. You know, he's 11-0-1, undefeated. Whatnot. He has he got, I think he got called on short notice to fight Reese McKee or whatnot. But Reese McKee, I don't know if you guys know this or anything. Reese McKee, let's just say he's not good. He has one win over Daniel Franza, and that's by fucking doctor stoppage. He is 1-5 in the UFC. This guy got cut from the UFC. This guy lost to Alex Morono, dude. Khamzat Chimaev, that's just unlucky. Did lose to Angelusa, went to split decision with Chidi Njokuani. Needless to say, he's absolutely abysmal. Now, Axel Sola does have pretty good wins in Aries FC, but his only UFC win is Reese McKee, while Mason Jones beat Bolaji, he beat Jeremy Stephens, beat David Onama when he was at lightweight. And the really big factor is Axel Sola's last fight was at welterweight. Now he's moving down to lightweight to fight Mason Jones. Mason Jones is a proper lightweight. Axel Sola, he's 6'2". Now, I don't know if you guys know this. If you're that tall at lightweight, you're gonna lose. If you're 6'2" at lightweight, you're gonna lose a bit of girth. Now, Mason Jones isn't the type of guy who would like to wrestle and all that. He doesn't really push his wrestling. But if he does get outstruck, if he does lose on the feet, he will go to the ground. And I think if the fight hits the ground, it's over. Because Mason Jones has such a big size advantage. And Axel Sola and Mason Jones have the same reach. They both have a 74-inch reach. So, at lightweight, I don't think Axel Sola is not a lightweight, dude. He looked pretty okay at welterweight against fucking Reese McKee of all people. So I don't think he should be fighting a lightweight. I think he's making a really big mistake by moving down to lightweight. And I think Mason Jones is probably going to win by like a round 2 or round 3 TKO. I'm picking Mason Jones by round 2 or round 3 TKO. Next fight on the fucking main card. Now, first fight on the main card, opening up the main card, we got the nerdiest motherfucker of all time, Curtis Campbell versus Danny Silva. Why am I even talking about this? I'm picking Curtis Campbell. Okay, let's go over Curtis Campbell. Curtis Campbell is like, he looks like this really nerdy guy. He has this thick glasses. He wears a fucking ponytail. He's this weird guy. Whatever. He's literally my favorite guy as well, dude. He won on the Contender Series. He knocked out his opponent in the first round. He has like, he's like UK's one of the best prospects, dude. If you guys don't know Curtis Campbell, you've probably seen a clip of him. If you're big on the UFC and MMA stuff, you've probably seen a clip of Curtis Campbell while scrolling on Instagram and shit. Curtis Campbell is a fucking personality. If you guys don't know, he's like really funny, he's nerdy and whatnot. Hold on, and the guy just looks. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with Curtis Campbell, but why does he look like that? Like go look up Curtis Campbell, go look up like one interview, like whatever. This guy is a fucking personality. I know he looks ugly, he has a very funny look to him, but it's these motherfuckers with the really funny look that are like really nerdy and all that beat the fuck out of people. And it's not even like he's fighting somebody good. He's fighting fucking Danny Silva, 2-1 in the UFC. Danny Silva. I know he lost to fucking 2-1 in the UFC. He has 2 wins. Both of them are by split decision. He beat Angel Pacheco on the Contender Series. Angel Pacheco on the Contender. I don't even need to fucking tell you what the fuck. He beat Lucas Almeida by split decision. Beat Josh Culibao by split decision. Got schooled by Kevin Vallejos. and is now about to get knocked the fuck out by Curtis Campbell. Yeah, Danny Silva. This fight is not even close, dude. I'm picking Curtis Campbell by round one TKO. Like Curtis Campbell could literally just get in there, do whatever the fuck he wanted to this guy, dude. On the feet, Curtis Campbell schools this bum. He absolutely fucking schools it. I know Curtis Campbell looks like he has Down syndrome, but just trust me, dude. He's 8-0. Danny Silva is 10-2. Danny Silva is absolute dog shit as well. Anyways, moving on to the next fight. We got Roman Dolidze. Dolidze. No real shit. We got Roman Dolidze versus CLE Christian Leroy Duncan. Once again, why am I even breaking this shit down? Christian Leroy Duncan is absolutely going to beat the brakes off of Roman Dolidze. Now, there is a way for Roman Dolidze to win, and that is by grappling. But I just think if you take a look at Roman Dolidze's record, it's not good. Okay, and I'm pretty sure Christian and I think Christian Leroy Duncan has good enough grappling to the point where he can defend most of Roman Dolidze's takedowns, and Christian Leroy Duncan is from England, so he does have the home crowd advantage and all that. If you don't know CLE, he threw a spinning back fist at Marco Tulio. He knocked out Marco Tulio while spinning back fist. Crazy knockout. This guy is a fucking absolute beast. He knocked out Eric Anders. He did lose to Gregory Rodriguez by unanimous decision. While you're getting decisioned by Gregory Rodriguez, dude. He did lose to Petrosian. But that was his second fight in the UFC. He did lose to Armor Petrosian. That was his second fight in the UFC. He did beat Dennis Louis Lins. He beat Claudio Ribeiro by knockout. He finished Claudio Ribeiro. He finished Eric Anders. He knocked the fuck out. He knocked Marco Tulio the fuck out. If you guys don't know who Marco Tulio is really, really good. Marco Tulio, this guy is one of the best prospects at middleweight, dude. And Christian Leroy Duncan knocked him out bad. Marco Tulio was Marco Tulio was doing the chicken dance, dude. Marco Tulio's feet gave out. Marco Tulio was in a completely other world. Marco Tulio got sent to the shadow realm. And I think Roman Dolidze is probably gonna be sent to the shadow realm as well. I know Roman Dolidze hasn't been knocked out, if I'm sure. Yeah, not yet. But I think he's about to get knocked out by Christian Leroy Duncan. I'm picking Christian Leroy Duncan by round 2 knockout. Round 1 is going to be pretty close, and round 2 is going to be also very close. Or maybe even Roman Dolidze could be winning until he gets flatlined by Christian Leroy Duncan. Christian Leroy Duncan has some bombs in his hand, dude. Next up, we got Ivo Baraniewski versus Austin Lane. Now, if you guys don't know about Ivo Baraniewski, he just had one of the best fights of last year against Ivo Aslan. Both of these guys dropped each other, and he knocked out Aslan. This fight only lasted 1.5 minutes, and there were 3 knockdowns combined. Dude, this fight was a fucking banger, dude. Literal banger. And he's 6-0. He's undefeated. He got a 20-second knockout on Contender Series as well against Muhammad Ali. Great name. Who's 4-0 at this time, and he did knock out Ivo Aslan pretty bad. And he's fighting fucking Austin Lane. Why am I even breaking this down? I'm picking Ivo Baraniewski by round 1 knockout. Listen, dude, you think I'm gonna pick fucking Austin Lane? Austin Lane got submitted by Vitor Petrino. He got knocked out by Mario Pinto. He won a decision against Robles Desplain. Robles Desplain is absolutely trash. This guy doesn't even do MMA anymore. Robles Desplain is. You guys need me to if you guys, and the fucking icing on the cake. If you guys think Austin Lane has any chance, Austin Lane didn't just lose to Justin Taffa. Yes, the Justin Taffa. He lost to the greatest Australian fighter ever. He lost to Justin Taffa. He didn't just lose to Justin Taffa. He got finished by Justin Taffa. Now that's a different level of whatever the fuck that is. That's a this fight. What the fuck? What the fuck? If what am I even supposed to break down? This is my breakdown of this fight. Ivo Barniewski is going to punch Austin Lane in the head so hard that Austin Lane is going to go to sleep. That's my breakdown for this fight. Whatever the fuck. What am I even supposed to do with this fight? Next fight on the fucking main card, we got MVP moving down from middleweight to welterweight to fight unranked Sam Patterson. Now he was ranked number 10 at middleweight. I think the UFC hates Michael Page and that's why they're giving Sam Patterson. And Sam Patterson is a really tough fight. Now this fight is actually way closer than many people think. Most people are thinking that, oh yeah, MVP is probably gonna school this guy. Now listen, there is a very solid chance MVP just does what he does to Sam Patterson, does what he always does, or Sam Patterson decides to shoot takedowns. It's there are two things that can happen. Either Sam Patterson decides to grapple, or he decides he want to test out things on the feet. Like it's probably gonna be like a 29-28 decision where Sam Patterson probably gets schooled. Sam Patterson decides that he's gonna strike with MVP, and then gets schooled in the first round. Then second round tries to implement his grappling, fails, loses the second round. Third round finally gets a takedown, holds MVP down. MVP probably gets back up, wins the third round somehow. Yeah, it's probably gonna be like a 29-28 MVP classic decision. Maybe MVP gets a knockdown or two. I'm picking Michael Venom Page by decision. Actually, the problem is I don't know how Sam Patterson is going to open this fight up. If Sam Patterson decides to grapple, fucking great. He's going to beat MVP if he just decides to shoot takedowns. Sam Patterson is a far better grappler than MVP is. It's completely dependent on how he fights. But I think he's gonna make a stupid decision by trying to stand with MVP instead of just immediately going on his legs. Instead of just immediately shooting, he's probably gonna be like, oh, let me test out if I can land my 1-1 MVP. That's why I'm picking Michael Venom Page by decision. But don't be shocked if Sam Patterson wins. I know Michael Venom Page is like a pretty moderate favorite to win this fight. But Sam Patterson has like a really good chance. It completely depends on how Sam Patterson opens up the fight. I've said that shit like 5 times now. And it's probably gonna be like an MVP classic, boring ass decision. Next fight on the card, the fucking co-main event. Oh my days, mate! Oh my days! Luke Riley, oh my days! Luke Riley versus Michael Aswell Jr. Michael Aswell as who? What? Listen, dude. Michael Aswell, he's 1-1 in the UFC. He beat Lucas Almeida. He lost to Bolaji Oki. Listen, dude. I'm so done with this shit. I don't even want to break this fight down. Luke Riley by round 2 knockout, because I think Michael Aswell can survive the early onslaught. But I think Luke Riley will be a bit more patient. And in the second round, he just decides, fuck being patient. I'm not gonna be patient anymore. Let me just go ahead and knock this guy out. And that's my fucking prediction. That's my breakdown. Like, I don't... What am I even supposed to break down? Now this, I'm actually very excited for this. The main event. Movsar Evloev versus Leron Murphy, bro. Fucking Leron Murphy. Headshot dead. Leron Murphy. Leron the Miracle Murphy. Fucking 34-year-old prospect. This is proper number 1 contenders fight. 5 rounds. Now listen. This is going to be a banger. I know Movsar Evloev. You look at Movsar Evloev and you're like, Movsar Evloev and a banger, dude? Isn't this guy a fucking decision machine? Let's look at all of Evloev's fights. Aljamain stirring. Grapple fest. But it was a fucking entertaining grapple fest, dude. Very entertaining fight. Arnold Allen entertaining fight. Diego Lopez, one fight of the night. Danny Gay, every other fight probably just complete dog shit. But Lerone Murphy, if he can make this close, this is going to be a very interesting fight, very fun fight. Now let's break this down. If you guys don't know Movsar Evloev, he should have been fighting for the title. This fight should have happened by now. He was supposed to fight Aaron Pico. He pulled out. Lerone Murphy fought him instead. Got a highlight reel KO by spinning back elbow on Aaron Pico. Like got fucking performance of the night for that. Uh, Now as for my prediction, I'm just gonna go ahead and say I'm picking Movsar Evloev. Now. Here's the part where you guys are going to click off the fucking video. If you already haven't clicked off the video, this is the part where I'm going to piss you guys off. I'm picking Movsar Evloev. I'm picking Evloev by finish. Let that sink in. Anyways, yeah, the reason. Now listen, Evloev, he's a controlled grappler. He does have decent striking. He has pretty decent hands. He's like a proper featherweight. Lerone Murphy, he's very well rounded. He can go wherever the fight takes him. He can take the fight anywhere, whatever. Lerone Murphy, I'm just gonna put the fucking photo of Lerone Murphy getting picked up by Josh Emmett. Listen, before you call Movsar Evloev boring, Lerone Murphy is a fucking decision merchant as well. Okay, let's not fucking forget that. Yeah, he has a couple of he got a highlight reel knockout, whatever. This guy is boring as fuck as well. Okay, and I think Evloev, he's going to finish Lerone Murphy. The first two rounds are going to be close. It's gonna be 1-1 heading into the third round, and Movsar Evloev in the third round or in the fourth round is going to submit Lerone Murphy, probably via some sort of rear naked choke, or maybe like a arm triangle or a rear naked choke or something from the back, or something like that, or maybe even a mounted guillotine. Listen, my reason for picking Evloev, I think most people are picking Evloev. Let's take a look at their wins. Let's first start with fucking 34-year I'm a fucking 34-year-old prospect. Goes to a split draw with Zubaira Tughukov. Beats Ricardo Ramos. Who the fuck even is that? Beats Douglas Silva de Andrade by decision. What the fuck? Beats Marwan Amir Khani by knee. Who the fuck even is that? Split decision with Gabriel Santos. He's decent. Beats Josh Kuleba. Who the fuck even is that? Gets fight of the night with Edson Barboza. Beats Edson Barboza in a main event. Dude. This fight was in 2024. Beats the decaying dead corpse of Edson Barboza. He beats Danny. Oh my days. Who beats Danny Ige, bro? Who beats Danny Ige? Who does that to Danny Ige, bro? Who beats Danny Ige by unanimous decision, dude? Literally nobody, dude. Yeah, you beat Danny Ige, whatever. Beats Josh Emmett. Let's just say that win hasn't aged well. I don't. The Josh Emmett fight was so fucking boring, dude. I literally remember laying down, like, on the ground, placing my fucking. Placing the fucking. What the fuck do you even call this shit? The fucking cushioning of the fucking bed or whatever. I placed that shit on the ground. I got like a chair. I put a pillow there to give me support. I watched this shit laying on the ground because I had a broken knee at the ground. Not a broken knee. I actually fell while I was driving. I remember this very well. I fell while I was driving. I had a literal hole in my fucking side. I had a literal hole in the side of my fucking knee. And I remember all that. And I remember watching this fight. I remember putting this on and watching the fight. I don't remember what happened. I don't remember anything that fucking happened. I don't remember anything that happened. I remember all that bullshit. I don't remember one thing that happened in this fucking fight. This fight was so boring, dude. I don't remember anything that happened. All I remember is Josh Emmett picked Lerone Murphy up and dropped him on the fucking ground. They took him down. In round one. That's the only thing I remember. I don't even fucking know, dude. Yeah, and then he beats Aaron Pico. Now I know he did get a fucking crazy highlight reel over Aaron Pico. Aaron Pico, let's just say, hasn't beat anyone good. I'm picking Movsar Evloev. Now let's take a look at Movsar Evloev's resume. He gets into the UFC. He beats Sung Woo Choi. Pretty decent win. He beats Enrique Barzola. He beats Enrique Barzola, who I don't even know who that is. Beats Mike Grundy. Goes to a split decision with Nick Lenz. Beats Hakeem Dawood. Beats Danny. Oh my days! Who beats Danny Ige by unanimous decision, dude? Who beats Danny Ige by UD? He beats Diego Lopez on short notice. Gets fight of the night. Diego Lopez has fought for the title twice now, by the way. He beat Arnold Allen by decision. And also he rocked Arnold Allen pretty bad in the second round as well, if I remember. And that was from like a fucking jab, dude. I rewatched that. I rewatched the Arnold Allen fight, and he threw a jab and it rocked Arnold Allen. Now and then he beat Aljamain Sterling by unanimous decision. Now matchup wise, this is a very close fight. Lerone Murphy obviously wants to keep this on the feet. Movsar Evloev obviously wants to take him down. But I think what it boils down to is the gap between their grappling is much bigger than the gap between their striking. Lerone Murphy definitely is a better striker than Movsar Evloev. But is the gap between him and Evloev as much as the gap between Evloev's grappling and Lerone Murphy's grappling? No, not at fucking all. Lerone Murphy got picked up by Josh Allen. Movsar Evloev beat Aljamain Sterling on the ground in a grappling fight. The fight was mostly grappling, dude. And he beat Aljamain Sterling. I don't need to explain you this. Aljamain Sterling is one of the best grapplers in the UFC. Put some respect on Aljamain Sterling's name, dude. He beat Arnold Allen, and I think the fight on the feet is also way closer than people think. And Lerone Murphy does not have knockout power. Let's make that shit very clear. Lerone Murphy in the UFC has like 2 fucking finishes. He beat Aaron Pico by spinning back elbow. A spinning elbow. It doesn't matter who throws it. It can be the most pillow-fisted person ever. It will knock you out, no matter who fucking throws it. If it's thrown properly, a spinning elbow will knock you out always. He threw a knee. He threw a fucking flying knee and knocked out Marwan Amirkhani. Who the fuck even is that? He got a knockout over Ricardo Ramos. Who the fuck? Ricardo Ramos? So, Lerone Murphy does not have finishing ability whatsoever. And I think Movsar Evloev in this fight is going to take Lerone Murphy's back, and he's going to sink in the submission in the 3rd round. I'm picking Movsar Evloev by round 3 submission. I think I've yapped enough. I'm gonna make better videos in the future for sure. I'm trying and all that. I'm currently a bit fucked. The state I'm in is not the best, to say the least. Yeah, these were my picks for UFC Fight Night London, Evloev versus Murphy. And let's just make this thing very clear. I am not rooting for Evloev, neither am I rooting for Lerone Murphy. I hope this shit goes to a split draw. I hope this shit goes to a split draw, because I don't want to see both of these guys, any of these motherfuckers, get the title shot. It would be so funny if this fight goes to a split draw and fucking Diego Lopez beats Steve Garcia at the White House and gets a 3rd title shot. It would be so fucking funny, dude. Oh my fucking god, that would be so funny, dude. If this fight goes to a fucking draw and Steve Garcia and Diego Lopez gets a 3rd title. Anyways, that's it for my predictions. Yeah, I'm gonna try uploading shit soon. Go follow the Instagram. Make sure to like, subscribe, and all that stuff. Yeah, guys, I'll see you in the next one then.